Lots of people come to me and say they want to make lots of money, and I ask them, what are they doing? And one person says, well, I'm a masseur. And I'm saying, you could be the world's greatest masseur, or you could even be the greatest teacher. You don't have the dynamic that's going to make you lots and lots of money. Now, my son does movies, and what he does is has the ingredients you need to make lots and lots of money, and he does make lots and lots of money. But you can't do it unless you understand this particular principle, and it's absolutely essential. I don't care how much value. Think about your teacher, your favorite teacher. Do they add lots of value? Yes. Well, how come they didn't make any money or make very little money? Because they're missing this ingredient. Now you look at a football player, they make millions of dollars, right? And are they as valuable to you as the teacher? In most cases, probably not. And yet they're making millions of dollars. It doesn't seem fair. This is not about being fair. It's about understanding the dynamic of how money is made. And unless you understand how it's made, you may end up in a business that doesn't provide you that opportunity to make millions. And so the key piece here now is you've got to start to look at this from the point of view of, and if you're out here on the end, you've got way more. So the key piece here is you've got way more. What is this? This is a rock, supposedly, if you can't see that, and it should be sitting on this thing. So like that, all right? And the further out you get, the more what do you have? You more, the more leverage you have. And the key thing to understand is money has to have not only dynamic value, it has to have leverage. And you, how far out you go, of course, if this moves at all, the further out you are, the more it vibrates. So you can get over leverage, but in most cases, if you cannot, in fact, almost every case that I can think of, you don't make millions and millions of dollars unless there's a leverage component to it. If you do a movie, my son does it once, and what, they make hundreds, thousands actually copies of it, and it goes all over and makes a CD, et cetera, et cetera. That's why he gets millions, because it's got enormous leverage. Football player catches the ball. Why does it work? Because they're watching it on television. Millions of people are, the people in the stadium. So you got leverage, leverage, leverage. So until you put this component into what you're doing, it's impossible to become super, super wealthy. I mean, even a doctor who handles a lot of people but gets paid a lot of money as a doctor does not make billions, because they can't, because they don't have the leverage, because it's dependent on them and their personal responsibility and their personal rapport with the client. So when you think of a doctor as rich, they're not billionaires, not from being a doctor. Even though people think they're rich, they're not that rich. The ones, if you really want to do it, you've got to figure out how to leverage it. I learned from Bucky a long time ago that the bigger the picture, the more accurate your prediction. There's nothing in a caterpillar, if you just study a caterpillar, will ever tell you about scenario butterfly. So my entire life, I am working as much as I can to be a comprehensivist. That is interested in everything, so I can make better choices, better decisions, and have a better perspective. What can I do for you?